Code.org, CS Discoveries, Unit 3 Games and Animations, and we're focusing on Lesson 12, Level 5. And so this one we're looking at using two counter patterns to create a diagonal pattern in our movement. So instead of just moving up and down or left and right, we can also have our sprites move in different directions using our counter pattern. This one has you exploring the watchers feature down here. And so we can see that when we run it, what we're going to see right here is how these properties are changing, how the X and the Y are changing for the mouse as it runs. So right now we can see that only the Y is updating with each run. So you only see the Y changing, which makes sense because the mouse started up here and it ended down here. So let's come back into our workspace and think about how we could also change the X. And this is a very helpful one if you've talked about slope before, since we need both a change in X and a change in Y to make the mouse move. So let's see what we can come up with. We're going to go in here, we're going to grab our variable block there, and we're going to come over here and grab our X, and we're going to type in our sprite. So you can see we're starting to set it up. Only the difference is it has the X. We're going to come into our math. We're going to grab our counter pattern. Since we are starting here, we want our X position to increase because we're starting in this corner, so it's smaller, and we're going to come over here where it's a bigger number, okay? Because we want our X position to increase. So all up and down this Y position, the X is the same, right? So we wanted to do that. We're going to come into our sprites. We're going to grab our X again. So we're going to say, this is how this is working. We're going to draw that background. You're going to update the mouse Y position to the mouse Y position plus 2 every time it starts over. It's adding 2, giving it a new number, storing a new number in that Y. And now we're going to tell it to do the same with the X. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to put 2 in because the change rate is 2 and see if that works for us. This might be an area where if you're not exactly sure, or you're not exactly precise, you can kind of enter something and see how it goes. And then come back to it. Oh, and we have our error because I forgot to fix my label. There we go. And now we have it. Because the change rate is 1, it's giving us that perfect diagonal, right? So 2 over 2, it's moving at the same rate on both the X and the Y, which gives you that exact diagonal. Now we could change the angle of our slope there by changing that change rate. So you can see this one comes down a little different where the X doesn't go as fast as the Y. So you can kind of play with that. I'm going to leave it at 2 for this one. And that's how you use X and Y together to create these kind of diagonal movements.